Street.
Oldest son is named after Bob Hope and Bobby Knight.
The Bob Hope Christmas Special. Around the Globe with the USO. Starring Ursula Andress, Johnny Bench, Lola Falana, The Gold Diggers, World Jennifer Hostin, This United Kingdom Yvonne Orm, and Les Brown and his band of renown.
Now, but I love this place, the Utapau Hilton. Look at that, John. Look at that. Look at those cliff dwellers back there. Look at them. I can't believe this place is over here, though, with all these buildings. It looks like downtown Peoria was drafted. And they have a wonderful mess hall here, though. It's the first time I've ever seen... All right, let me finish this line. They have a wonderful mess hall here. It's the first time I've ever seen Spam wrapped in a banana leaf. Hey, aren't you glad you waited? Ladies and gentlemen, I know you'll get a kick out of this next cat. At the ripe old age of 22, he was voted the most valuable player in the National Baseball League and was also named Player of the Year. He led both leagues by slamming out 45 home runs and knocking 148 runs. He batted .293 for the season, and here he is, the catcher for the Cincinnati Reds, Mr. Johnny Bench, right Welcome to our little junket.
Thank you, Bob, and I'm even surprised you asked me to come with you.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not a girl.
Well, your see-through pants fool me, I want to tell you that. Johnny, the Gold Diggers are mad about you, but you've ignored them. Why is that?
They are adorable, but they're all married.
Who told you that?
You did.
I did?
Yeah, right after you told me to wear my catcher's mask all the time. I almost starved to death.
Well, I just wanted everyone to know who you are. It's your identification.
I guess you're right. I notice you never go anywhere without your nose.
How are you getting along with the girls?
It could be better, Bob, but there's no privacy. By the way, were you ever an umpire?
What gives you that idea?
You're always looking over my shoulder.
With your batting average, I'm not taking any chances. John, do you think that the players nowadays are smarter than they used to be?
Well, look at it this way, Bob. Right now I could be sitting on the beach in Nassau, a daiquiri in one hand, a blonde in the other. Instead, I'm here in the jungle with you.
Yeah, when did you first notice that you were simple? Well, anyway, you're 23, good-looking, and your hitting and throwing has made you a lot of bread. How come you're not married?
I can run, too.
I've been meaning to ask you, John, why do they call catcher's gear the tools of ignorance?
Well, you got to be a little flaky to be a catcher, which reminds me of a question I've been meaning to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they call them idiot cards?
So I haven't got a big muscle, but look at that chest. Look at that chest.
Gee, I'm sorry about that, Bob. How did it happen?
Well, Johnny, everybody wonders what you talk about when you go out to the mound to confer with the pitcher.
Well, mostly I just try to relax him and ease the tension.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we get in our uniforms and show him?
Okay.
Take a breather, Lefty. Get a load of chick in the fifth row.
I did. Why do you think I walked the last 4 men?
Wow, is that a skirt she's wearing or a belt?
How about that guy? Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench, right there.
God's help, this war will end within the next year. And we'll have the satisfaction of knowing that we've preserved the freedom of not only South Vietnam, but also of Southeast Asia. 45,000 of our Americans have paid the full price, and 250,000 more have been wounded in this conflict. And I think the least all of us Americans can do is to work together for a lasting peace.
And Bobby was just a great friend. We fished, we fly fished. I've only been shot one time hunting along the creek, and it's windy as hell. You couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear the birds flush or anything else. They were on the other side of the creek, and it kind of wound around, made a little curve here. So they went around it, and I went ahead. And the next thing you know, I hear bam, bam, and I'm up in front. And fortunately, I've got this real thick hunting jacket on and a hat and everything else. And all of a sudden, splat. I mean, I'm getting pellets all over my back and my hat and everything else. And I immediately hit the ground. And I could hear Bobby back there. Oh, hell, you killed the catcher. You killed the catcher. I was afraid to get up. I thought that was still incoming. I thought they were still taking rounds, But we laughed. We still laughed about that. But we go fishing, we go hunting, we played golf. One of the great moments, and I got to go to the Olympic trials when he was coaching the basketball team for the Olympic. And we were out in San Diego, and I got to practice. I had my own uniform. I got to practice with Jordan and Mullins and Tisdale and Ewing. And I mean, it was just one of those great moments in my life. So I've had some great experiences with Bobby.
Bobby Knight was a good man. We're playing in a golf tournament back in Indiana. I get a phone call like about 6 o'clock in the morning. And they said, we need you to come out and play this morning round and play the afternoon round. Okay. So my dad is my roommate, and he said, what's wrong? Who died? And I said, Pop, not every phone call is a death call. He says, well, when you get my age, it is. And they want me to play with Bob Knight. You're going to play with Coach Knight? Yeah. Oh, I'll be there. I told Bob, I said, now my dad's going to come up in a bit. He said, okay, I'll take care of him. So he comes, and my dad's sitting there, and he said, Mr. John, get your ass over here. Tommy, get your ass over in that cart. So my dad and I flipped carts. And the next 13 holes, Bob Knight and my dad they were yakking it up and talking and laughing. And I said, I don't care what he does. He will never, ever have a bad word in my vocabulary, because he made an old man feel so special that day. That was Bob Knight. People know him as Bob Knight throwing a chair and all that. Well, yeah, he gets a little upset, but he could coach basketball, though, Johnny.
To refer to this whole thing from start to finish as a real Mickey Mouse operation. But that'd be an insult to Mickey Mouse.
I'll paraphrase Churchill a little bit when he talked about the Battle of Britain. Never have so many thought they knew so much and actually knew so little.
I don't think I would ever qualify as a biblical scholar.
Now the game's over and Indiana's won, and I'm in the locker room, and he's taking me and stepping in front of every locker, introducing me to every player. And we get to Steve Alford. He said, Steve, this is the greatest defensive player ever in the history of baseball. Johnny, would you please tell Steve something about defense? And I said, well, you go out and score 30, your man scores 20. That's defense. God damn, I'm not going to tell me everything. Coach, if every player outscores their guy they're guarding by 10, you're going to win by 50. I said, what the hell do you want anyway? So, yeah, that was our relationship. And, oh my gosh.
But that's good. I love that. That's Coach Knight. That's Bob Knight.
Yes. It is. We have the whole respect. We have our own respect. We know the man and we love the man.